Imagine having a really important job, a job like President of the United States, and you hire people and you don't really vet them. You don't vet their level of expertise. You don't vet their past employers. You don't make reference phone calls. You don't do a drug test. Well, this is what happened when Donald Trump hired Elon Musk, aka Musk bribed Trump to hire him to go into organizations and shut down investigations into himself. Musk made an extraordinary claim. I'm going to cut $1 trillion in 90 days from the federal government. And finally, Trump is kind of asking an important question here. Put this up. Was it all bullshit? Trump asks, according to administration officials, wondering whether Musk could have ever come close to the cuts he promised to carry out through the Department of Government Efficiency. Was it all bullshit? Yes, it was all bullshit. And I would think the saying, you spot it, you got it. I think that maybe Trump's full of bullshit. He's just a delayed, you spot it, you got it.
Well, it's so funny to me because Musk has made all these claims and Trump was so rah-rah about it. And then Trump doesn't have anybody in his orbit. Like, he doesn't surround himself with good people. So I should give them a pass. They're incompetent from the top down. But it's like, Musk, look at his track record. Look at all the lawsuits. Why were there so many investigations? I mean, a simple Google search would have shown you that Elon Musk is a nut. And I did find it somewhat odd that Trump even gave a shit. That was it all bullshit or not, because he doesn't care. He's getting what he wants. He's getting $1 billion a month.
Well, I think what's happening is you have, Scott Bessent and other people surrounding him saying, we've got problems here. Like, planes are crashing. He fired FAA workers. We can't find the savings. We can't find the fraud. There are no criminal charges to even file. So journalists are calling, we have issues here. And then Trump says, was it all bullshit? Could he even do it? But this is something that's so important, is how low the bar has become for the American public, that Trump can just say, Elon Musk is rich, therefore he's smart, therefore he's successful, which all of that is a myth. People give way too much deference to wealthy people having intelligence and competence. And this is on example in the Trump administration. But Trump giving him this credibility, and then what he did, and that the American public is okay with it. The bar of the level of what the president is intended to do is so low with the American public right now that they fired people, career people that had jobs in the federal government, that worked for the IRS, that worked for USAID, that worked for the Social Security offices and other places. These people are not deep state people. These are Americans that get up, go get a Dunkin' Donuts coffee on their way to work, go to work all day, go to the same water cooler, punch the clock. They get their insurance, they go home, they're looking forward to their all-inclusive cruise that they're going to take once or twice a year. This is insane how, number one, they demonize so many Americans with all the shit talking of just normal Americans that got a really good job for the government and earnestly did their best, and they're called deep state. Meanwhile, the deep state are all of these bottom feeders that Donald Trump and Elon Musk have whisked into the epicenter of the federal government. And Trump is so clueless, you guys, about what's going on with the federal government, that Tulsi Gabbard has come up with an idea, and she's floated one idea that has been discussed, is to transform the presidential daily briefing so it mirrors a Fox News broadcast. According to 4 of the people with direct knowledge of the discussions, under that concept, as it has been discussed, the National Intelligence Director's Office could hire a Fox News producer to produce it and one of the network's personalities to present it. Trump, an avid Fox News viewer, could then watch the broadcast presidential daily briefing whenever he wanted. A new presidential daily briefing could include not only graphics and pictures, but also maps with animated representations of exploding bombs, similar to a video game. Another one of the people with knowledge of the discussion said, the problem with Trump is that he doesn't read. This is the president of the United States of America. And again, the bar is so low that now we have to produce a picture show every morning to show him what he needs to care about.
Well, here's the thing. I don't care what they show him unless it's about him. He doesn't care. And it really tells you how pathetic Trump is, that he's never been interested in daily briefings, national security, veterans affairs, none of those things. He sits on his phone in cabinet meetings on Twitter. He sits and watches Fox News, but it tells me that we are so at risk in the United States of America. Not only does he not give a shit, he appoints Kristi Noem and Pete Hegseth to run really important departments, and they are completely lacking the ability to do so. And I giggle about this, but it is so dangerous.
It is really serious. And it's like we have elected a low information voter who likes to traffic in conspiracy theories. Some of the most dangerous people that should be in charge of things, people that don't know jack shit, that do their own research and come up with wild, crazy ideas. That's the president of the United States. And he proves it every single day. Over the weekend, he puts on Truth Lie, or Lie Social is what I like to call it, a post. Keith Olbermann says, breaking. Well, we're finally here. Trump has jumped the shark and just posted that Biden was executed and cloned in 2020. The 25th Amendment would seem to be mandatory. Sunday shows asked GOP guests if they think Biden was cloned and executed, which of course they don't ask. It doesn't come up. This just goes to the bottom of the news cycle. But the president of the United States just accused the former president of the United States of being killed and executed and cloned, and that we had a robot president. And Jake Tapper is running around talking about Joe Biden. And this is like so incredibly insane. And the fact that this man got 77 million votes is what will live on past Trumpism, because other countries and other corporations are going to say it's not just that Trump is gone, it's that the American public is not reliable because they voted for a man that tried to give a blowjob to a microphone, who bobbed around with music for 45 minutes with a puppy killer, who writes letters to Kim Jong-un, and who thinks Joe Biden was killed and then cloned.
I don't know why this isn't the lead story on every newspaper above the fold. This is bananas. And here's the thing about this. So many of these people are going to believe it. But where are the Democrats in all this? Where are the Republicans that give a shit about our country coming up and saying, this is not okay? I'm just not seeing the backlash that we should have over this.
Okay, guys, please support our independent news channel by supporting our sponsors. I wanted to tell you guys, I had this like totally itchy eye. Allergies. It was running. And Pumps was like, you've got to go see an allergy specialist. And thankfully, we both have Zocdoc. I was able to put my symptoms in, find a doctor, and enter my insurance information, got some drops, all better now.
What I like about Zocdoc, all the information you need before you make an appointment is in the right place. Is it convenient? The reviews by other patients. Does it take your insurance? When is my next appointment availability? It's so important and so easy to have this tool.
Zocdoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. Stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to Zocdoc.com/IHIP to find and instantly book top-rated doctors today. That's ZocDoc.com/IHIP. Zocdoc.com/IHIP. Okay, it's Pride Month, and I absolutely have always loved Pride Month, and I think the world at large is infinitely better with gay people, lesbians, queerness, trans people. I love it. I love everything about it. But MAGA is so triggered and has always been such snowflakes about gay people. It's lost on them that since the beginning of time gay people have existed. They're going to exist during this time period, and they will long outlive the MAGA movement. So we have Tomi Lahren, who went on to Twitter and posted the following. Went to Target this evening and there was no pride shit in sight. America is healing. And this is like at the epicenter of the cruelty of MAGA. And this is what pisses me off about the gay issue. So many normal Americans give deference to religious people to encourage homophobia. This deference is given to patriarchal binary structures that somehow they're right and the rest of us have to whisper that we support pride. Now, that's not so much in Los Angeles, New York. But in middle America, there is this notion that this deference is given to somebody who has a Christian faith. And because somewhere in that faith, one of their singular things is to oppose gay marriage. And this is what I want to stop. And this is what I want to expose. And it is that every single American that lives in a place like Pumps and I live in Oklahoma City, stand up against homophobia in all of its forms at all times and give deference to no one for excusing and promoting homophobia. It is dangerous. It is a very dangerous precedent. And the homophobia that I have seen rise up since the Supreme Court ruling during the Obama administration has been incredibly alarming. And the amount of people that I know that allow homophobia, latent homophobia in their lives while hugging and cuddling and being kind to their gay friends is unacceptable. That silence is one of the biggest problems. We need to be loud and supportive allies at all times in every situation, no exceptions.
I couldn't agree more. And I look at Target's revenue and I see they've lost billions of dollars since they've pulled out from Pride. And that tells me that this woman is hateful and mean. And the majority of Americans that shop at Target do not agree with her position. And I'm so glad brands are being boycotted for homophobia. And I hope that continues in the future. And you're 100% right. We cannot tolerate it.
No, we cannot tolerate it. And then lastly, Representative Malcolm Kenyatta did a tweet that mirrors the way Trump tweets people. Caps lock. Happy Pride to all, including the scum that spent the last 4 months raising prices and making life worse for the families of our country through warped, radical MAGA agenda. But fear not, Dems will flip the House and make life better. Again, happy Pride Month and God bless America. And I thought this was really, really clever and smart because this is what Trump does. Happy Memorial Day to the scum and the radical leftists. And I just want to say this. If you are triggered by a rainbow flag and you are triggered by somebody being gay or lesbian, you're the problem. You are the problem that has a very low emotional intelligence. You are the problem that is a member of a megachurch or a religion that promotes hate. And if they say, no, Jesus is all about love, we love, but we just think gay marriage is a sin, it's a hate cult. You don't get to cherry pick. Either love is love, and you don't get to say our faith is about love, our faith is about forgiveness, our faith is about social justice, our faith is about lifting up the marginalized, our faith is about meeting people who are suffering. You don't get to have that and say, oh, and all of these rainbow people are going to burn in hell forever. Don't let them have that moral duplicity. Have no part in it. It injures and harms people. All of the queer and gay and lesbian people in red states are suffering. This is getting louder. These churches need to be completely boycotted. Every single one of them that preach this hate shit, and all of the people that go along with it, that make a carve out. Well, I go to this church and I tied to this church, even though they exclude 10% of the population. Fuck that. That is such blatant hypocrisy. And I'm so sick of it because I live in the epicenter of it. And I see so many people that allow that type of homophobia and that type of hypocrisy in their lives. And it's the worst kind. I'd rather somebody just say it point blank than do all this coded homophobic shit on the background, because that's what makes all of it more powerful, is the quiet part. The quiet part is every bit as dangerous as the loud part. And the quiet part is something we need to call everybody out on. All right. Happy Pride to all, especially the MAGA scum. I hope you are triggered all month long, you fucking hypocritical assholes. And we'll see you all later.